All right, here I go. Yeah.
Wait.
Sweet, let's get this kicked off, and then we'll get you your transformation. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. It feels terrible. Like, this is the longest my hair has ever been that I can ever remember. I usually get a haircut every 2 weeks, 3 weeks max usually. Sometimes a month if life happens. It's been 3 months since my last haircut, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking, so you said it was pretty close to a skin fade. Yeah, I think we're gonna get right there. I'm probably gonna start off at a half, and we're gonna get real aggressive with this. I think we're gonna take it real nice and tight,
Sounds
real
good.
nice and high. Almost like my buddy Dave Banks over in the UK. They love giving those high fades with the super tight fades.
Nice. It'll be
You're
nice to just
you're
not
gonna look
have all
like
this
Euro
hair.
trash,
Yeah.
essentially. So I went ahead and grabbed my 1.5 guard, one of my favorites, threw it on my adjustable senior, and just getting rid of this bulk, all this lockdown growth. What do you do for funsies?
Pre-quarantine, used to like, going to the movies, going out to eat, working out. Just
So all the things that you can do.
yeah, all the things you can't do now. So
Yeah, taking it down to a half now. I'm gonna do a kind of a combo mid half fade, a little bit of a drop in the back. Something nice and fresh for the summertime.
I think my 1-year-old might be a little freaked out. My 2-year-old, she's smart. We showed her a picture of me when I was 17 the other day, and she knew exactly who I was.
Yeah.
She was like, "That's Daddy."
That's awesome, man. It's all in the eyes. Yeah, so for y'all wondering, I jumped to my half guard, cranked it all the way open, so it's just shy of a 1. And we're just buffing out that next line. So it was a 2, about a 2 here, but like I said, I want a nice tight shallow fade. I don't want like a real blown out long fade, so we're creeping up a little closer to the top of that ridge right there. Something a little more aggressive. Where were you guys coming in from originally?
So I'm originally from southern New Mexico, and I spent 6 years in the Navy. And when I got out of the Navy, I came here.
Very cool.
My wife, she's from Harlem, actually. So 2 different parts of the world there.
Yeah, really. Yeah, New Mexico, man, definitely an underrated state.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know that we all feel that way when we're growing up there, but I've grown to appreciate it.
No, for sure. So in the Navy, they send you around pretty good. They get to see a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I got a few places. I joined the Navy, and 9/11 happened right after that, so I didn't get to see as many places as what people were getting to see before that. But,
You had to go to work.
yeah, but still got to go a lot of places: Spain, Turkey, Dubai, Seychelles.
I'm going to guess that this is 3 1/4 inches. Where you at? 3 and a couple of those guys, little 3.5ers, 3 1/4, man. It's like I've been doing this for a little while or something. So I think I'm gonna take it down to 1.5 inches. It's gonna be kind of choppy. Still, your texture should allow you to still comb it over and do some real classic styles if you wanted to.
Okay.
But with everything going on, summertime, fireworks, 1-year-olds. Yeah, let's chop it off.
Sounds good.
So what I'm looking for is I want the fade to be a little shallower, a little higher contrast.
Right.
So I'm trying to see where your hair is falling over, and I want to make sure that I'm leaving you enough to like mess with, but at the same time, I make it so smooth that it looks like I just ran a buzzer up the side of your head.
Right.
Just cross check it real quick. I kind of flew through that debulking. Trim these bangs almost, like I said, just as an ode to my UK boys, doing a kind of like a cropped bang essentially. Yeah, cutting that front like that makes it a little bit shorter. Gives it a little bit of length at the front, then it gets really short in these little guys up here. Add some texture to that right now. Like I said, it'll look like when you get out of bed, you can shake your head off and it'll be like intentionally messy,
nice.
Disheveled. Use my trusty old flat comb and just blending it ever so slightly into that top section of the hair from the fade. Not going all the way through and smoothing it out completely. Like I said, I want a little bit more of a disconnect in the fade. Some texture to it. Chop it up a little bit, some point cutting. Big fan of that old money.
Oh yeah.
Can't blame you.
It smells great.
We start off like about a dime-sized dollop.
It's good.
Damn straight, man. Well, that guy in the mirror is you. The mustache, that's one of the things I always ask about. Like, usually guys are like,
yeah,
they want to know about the shape and the length, but
I dislike it the most. I think I like it usually kind of short. Like once it gets on my lip, I kind of hate it. You know.
So, like I said, I don't want to take off too much of the length. What I'm looking for is where some of that density starts to get a little lighter, because your chin is there, so. So like as I come through and I see some of those hairs bounce back, that's where I know that some of that density is starting to lighten up. So I want to take it maybe right about there.
Sound good?
Just wait. All right, here I go. Yeah.
Wait.
We're getting chaps now. So I want this beard to be a little more angular. So I'm just gonna create a straight guide real quick. The whole thing over again. Just using the comb as a measuring stick to make sure it's pretty darn close. Nothing's worse than a lopsided beard. I want to clean up the part right above your lips, and then leave the edges a little more natural, just to kind of fill in with the. You got these real clean edges over here, and then a nice long beard. So just trying to look for that balance, not too groomed all around. So I'm painting out your sideburn just this little natural gap that most of us have, just to differentiate between the head hair and the beard hair. Cool. It's right there by that knob in your ear. Yeah. If you clean up that little area right there and have a gnarly beard, it'll still look good. Since you already had some oil in there, we just followed up with some balm, which has a lot of moisturizer in it also, as you know. To lock in those. All right, Richard Gere.
I don't know where else to go. Pretty Woman.
No.
Richard Gere. Unfaithful.
Gentleman and a Scholar.
No, that's not what it's called. What's it called?
Yeah.
Gentleman and.
Beauty and the Beast? What is that Richard Gere movie?
What's that
It's
called?
with Louis Gossett Jr.
It's like a gentleman and like a sailor or something.
Oh man.
Anybody? No.
A gentleman and a. God damn it, man.
It's something. It's and a scholar. My bad.
No, that's what somebody says to you. It's a gentleman and a soldier.
Gentleman and an officer.
An officer.
What did I say? Like,
Officers are kind of scholars.
Sailor.
Yeah, oh, it's so off. Not even close.
Definitely excited to show my wife. Yeah, she was actually just calling me. She's trying to FaceTime me and see what it looked like. But yeah, definitely excited about that. I feel great. It's a great haircut. I feel like a new man. So I love it. Feel fresh. Very, yeah, feel good.
You been to beardbrand.com lately? I mean, seriously. You want to look good? You want to take care of yourself? You want people to know you take care of yourself? What you doing? Don't waste your time. Beardbrand.com.